All right, so we got the full trailer from the Promised Land series, which of course we've been super excited about all year, all last year. There's a ton of stuff in this one, including a little bit of a cameo from me. So let's jump into this. We'll watch the full trailer, then we'll break it down piece by piece. Here we go.
A word from the Lord. You yourselves have seen what I did to the Egyptians, and how I bore you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself.
I don't remember any eagles. My feet are bleeding.
Just know. When God called me from the burning bush, I said yes right away. Okay, maybe not right away, but eventually I did say yes.
Let me get this straight. All of these people, they all look to you for leadership?
That's right. Public speaking has always been my strong suit.
When I say promised, you say land. Promised.
When I spoke to Pharaoh on Moses' behalf, it went pretty well. Besides the plagues.
Oh no! I need some advice.
From me?
No, Miriam. From the Lord.
The baby my mother pushed down a river became a political revolutionary.
I have spoken.
So now I get to take notes while the men are talking.
You are an inspiration for women everywhere. Don't touch me, please.
I have the renewed covenant and the new laws for us to follow.
Why did God choose me?
It is easy to be popular. It is harder to lead.
I have sinned, but God chose me anyway. It's not about being worthy. It's about being faithful to Him.
What a wonderful day!
Something feels different. In a good way.
All right, did you catch my cameo? First of all, of course, this series comes out October 1st. Let's just dig through. I'm not going to point out every little thing within this trailer because, well, we're going to save it for the actual thing that's coming out very soon. But there's a lot of little things in here that I do want to talk about as we go through. We'll just kind of point out some of the things. So first of all, of course, this starts out with Moses addressing the Israelites as he often does. This one in particular comes from Exodus 19. And so we can see here where he's talking to them basically at Mount Sinai, and he's about to go up to get the tablets and all that kind of stuff, meet with God. But you see this portion here where he says, you yourselves have seen what I did to the Egyptians and how I bore you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself. And all the people complaining in the video being like, I had to walk that whole way. What are you talking about? Like, my feet felt like they were bleeding. I love that so much. Let's just watch through some of this and we'll pause it as we go through.
From the Lord. You yourselves have seen what I did to the Egyptians.
And then it pauses to Chasisi here, which of course is hilarious. Chasisi being the Egyptian that's hidden within the ranks of the Israelites during this series. I can't wait to see what they do with Chasisi throughout this whole season.
How I bore you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself.
I don't remember any eagles. My feet are bleeding.
Just
I love that so much.
no. When God called
So a bunch of people mad here. Looks like they're running after Aaron, looks like.
me from the burning bush, I said yes right away. Okay, maybe not right away.
Yeah, I love that too. He says, when God called me from the burning bush, I said yes right away. That's very much not true, right? He fought back and forth with God about how he was to do this and what he was going to do. And of course, he pushed off the speaking portion of this to his brother Aaron, which is what we hear about here as well.
But eventually, I did say yes.
Let me get this straight.
So that shot right there was from episode 1. So they're actually including within this in the first season trailer here, the pilot episode stuff as well. So they are including that as like, it's not just a proof of concept. It is actually episode 1 of the show. And so within season 1, there's only 6 episodes, which means we are only really getting 5 new episodes within this first season. But I wanted to stop it here because we get our first look at the tabernacle. This is a really cool, setup of the tabernacle. I was here in person, got to see this. Very, very cool setup here. I think they borrowed it from the LDS church, but they have this kind of life-size tabernacle that's set up here. It was really cool to see the size of it in person. There's one of these that's set up, I believe, permanently in Israel as well, kind of in the wilderness. You can go to that and see the real size of it as well, which is pretty cool.
All of these people, they all look to you for leadership?
That's right.
Again, that shot right there with the dad, with Zippy's dad, Zipporah's dad, is from episode 1 as well. Here's Aaron talking about his role in the whole Egyptian saga here.
Public speaking has always been my strong suit.
When I say promised, you say land. Promised.
When I spoke to Pharaoh on Moses' behalf, it went pretty well. Besides the plagues.
Now here, I believe this is Mount Sinai when God kind of descends upon the mountain and is talking with Moses. Of course, everybody else is freaking out because they don't know what's going on, but they hear the voice of God through the thunder and things like that, fire descending on the mountain. There's a bunch of stuff that happens there. You can read about it in that same area of Exodus, 19, 20, 21, all that stuff there. You can kind of look through.
I need some advice.
From me?
No, Miriam, from the Lord.
The baby my mother pushed down a river became a political revolutionary.
Same quote there from episode 1. Here's episode 1 as well.
Spoken.
Episode 1 there as well.
So now I get to take notes while the men are talking.
You are an inspiration for women everywhere. Don't touch me, please.
I think Shireen Khan does an amazing job as Miriam. I think there's going to be so many amazing moments with her in this season. Here we got, of course, Moses walking down with the 10 Commandments here, as well as Joshua there walking in front of him. I think it's so funny that Joshua is like one of the mightiest warriors in all of Israelite history, and he is the way that he is in the show. It's so funny to me.
Have the renewed covenant.
So here we see Moses. A lot of people I think are going to miss this within the trailer. This is Moses speaking here from underneath his veil. Why does he have a veil on? Because when he comes down from the mountaintop, he's literally glowing, so much so that he's like blinding people when he looks at them, right? So he wore a veil in order to let that die down, basically, and then eventually he went back to normal, I guess. But we actually get to see him glowing in a moment here as we look further into the trailer.
Covenant and the new laws for us to follow.
So you can see him here addressing the people as he's sitting on a rock. And then here he's with Zippy as he's kind of struggling through leadership, as Moses did.
Why did God choose me?
It is easy to be popular. It is
So here you can see he's got the 10 Commandments and he's also glowing. His face is glowing as he comes down here. I wonder how apparent that'll be for how long, or what they're going to do with that and how they're going to make fun of it. It'll be interesting to see. Yeah, it looks like this trailer is really leaning towards a lot more, like, yes, there are some funny moments and some funny things in this trailer, but a lot of this trailer is really showing you the heart of the show, which I think is important for the audience that they're trying to reach. You have to understand that this is not mocking the Bible, right? This is not making fun of the Bible. This is going to be a really, really big insight into the book of Exodus in a way that we've never really seen it before. And I think a lot of people are going to enjoy that. They're going to dig into Exodus because of that. We are going to do that on this channel, right? When's the last time you really dug into Exodus and looked at all the little details here? There are so many little things that they're doing in this show that I think are really, really interesting. And so looking forward to it for sure.
is harder to lead.
Here, this is the golden calf, right? So Moses comes down from the mountain. You see him as he rears up and his face is glowing there. You can see the effects on his face as his face is glowing. And he breaks the golden calf, which, of course, is what they are worshiping when he comes down from the mountain after talking with God, face to face, essentially. Not face to face, but after he talks with God there. Yeah, I would be so mad if I was Moses. Like, I'm doing all of this, like I'm risking my life to lead you guys. I came back and I helped free you guys, and this is how you're repaying God. This is how you're repaying me. Like, man, it would be crazy. But you can see all the gold and different things. Like, they're having a giant party, down here worshiping this golden calf. It's just crazy, man. So we'll talk a lot about that for sure.
I have sinned, but God chose me anyway.
And that's Aaron, of course, being punished because he's the one that kind of led them to the golden calf and everything there.
It's not
Now here is the altar, of course, in front of the tabernacle here where they're going to do a sacrifice.
about being worthy. It's about being faithful to Him.
So here you see some animals actually coming out of the ground after they dig with some shovels. I'm not sure how realistic shovels like this would be during this time. I don't really know. I don't think this type of shovel would have existed, to be 100% honest with you. I don't think they would have basically any shovels at all like this, but we'll continue on. You can see the animals there. I'll say all the effects that we're seeing in this are pretty good so far. I do wonder how the gleaming face of Moses will kind of stand up throughout the moments here in the season, but we'll have to see.
What a wonderful day!
Here, this looks like them worshiping the golden calf. I think this is them like painted up and like it looks more like pagan worship to me. And Chasisi, of course, is enjoying it. He loves, all the pagan gods and stuff because he doesn't know anything else in his life. And so we'll see what happens here. I think this is what this is going to be, though. Not 100% sure.
Hey!
Something.
Then here we've got Aaron putting on the high priestly garb, of course, the first high priest of Israel. Moses, putting that on him and instituting that. Of course, you have the kind of the makers behind the scenes, the people who made the tabernacle, as well as the garb, the priestly garb themselves. And so those two guys are here as well.
Something feels different.
Oholiab and Bezalel, I think. And here's Miriam singing with her tambourine, which we know is a very big part of this series as a whole. And so we see that there.
In a good way.
And then there looks like we're getting the smoke kind of coming from heaven as it comes into the tabernacle, and I wonder what that will look like in total. Most likely fire coming down from heaven there as well as that finishes out the scene. But of course, they're not going to show us that quite yet, and so we'll see where that goes. And then here's my cameo. You can see me, right? I'm actually right behind Joshua here. I think there are going to be some shots in the finale or around that area where I'm going to show up and I'm right behind Moses and Joshua and all the people right in the front row here. And so, yeah, check me out right there with my green tunic and my orangish salmon colored scarf. And my hair, of course. So yeah, had a lot of fun on set with these guys. Really amazing cast and crew. I think they did an awesome job. So everything that I saw behind the scenes looked really amazing. Really looking forward to checking out the rest of the season and seeing where it goes from there.
L'chaim.
Yeah, wine probably isn't that great in the middle of the desert, right? But anyway, let me know your thoughts about the Promised Land series. Of course, we'll have a lot more to talk about starting October 1st, diving into the first episode. And we'll do this, as we go through, just like everything else. We'll do our deep dives. There's going to be a lot to talk about throughout the series. I am very, very excited. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.